good, YouTube? After the credits movie reviews here. I just got done watching Mufasa the Lion King, and one big thing that I will say about it is just like watching a National Geographic movie, and I think that's kind of funny. But other than that, the movie was really good. I'd never really watched the first live action Lion King movie, so the only thing I really had to compare it to was the animated film. But I do like that it's a prequel to the original film. And one thing that I really do like is that it ties it in to the beginning of the original Lion King movie. Uh, the action scenes were really, really good in it. That was probably one of the high points. Um, Also, I really like the story. I like that it's told by some familiar characters. I'm not going to mention who. I don't want to give out any spoilers, but that that was probably one of my favorite parts of it. Um, Another thing that I do like is the visuals of it. It is, like I said, it's almost like watching a National Geographic movie. It's extremely like realistic, so I think they really knocked it out of the park with that one. But there were some flaws in the movie, I will say. Some of the flaws were, I think the musical scenes weren't all that great. The songs weren't that catchy. But again, I'm kind of comparing it to the original, which had great music. That might just be some nostalgia goggles looking at the movie. But other than that, something else that I thought was kind of a low point, it's not really the movie's fault, but I would say is I really couldn't differentiate any of the female lions in the movie. It was very hard to tell them apart. The male lions, they had like different colored furs, so you could definitely tell them apart. But for some reason, all the female lions looked identical to me. But anyways, other things that were pretty good in the movie, I would say, is I really liked the main villain in it. I cannot remember his name. I'm gonna be honest with you. All the names were pretty complicated to me. Uh, but yeah, the main villain, he was really cool. Very reminiscent of Scar from the original Lion King. So I really like that. And yeah, I would say it's a very, very good movie, from my personal opinion. I would give it a high 7, or I would give it 8 out of 10, probably. I was gonna rate it a 7.5 out of 10. Um, but the only reason I didn't is because I was comparing it to the original animated film. So I don't think it was a fair comparison to compare it that way. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. It's a very good movie. Highly recommend it if you have kids. You should go watch it with them. All right, see you guys.